Hey everyone, Dustin here from iPassMyBarExam.com and author of the Amazon bestseller, The 7 Steps to Bar Exam Success. And today I want to share with you my final 5 tips for bar exam week. You know, I want to acknowledge you first for really where you've reached in your point in your bar exam prep. I know it's been a long road. I know it's been a struggle. It's been a journey, not only through law school, but through the bar exam. I know you've spent the last few months studying. You've probably had a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of lonely nights. Maybe some tears of pain, tears of joy at times, frustration definitely that's probably arisen. And I know it's not an easy road, and no one really understands what a bar exam taker goes through unless you're one of us, someone who's gone through the road and gone through the journey. So I want to acknowledge you for where you've come to this point and really how far you've made it. So just give yourself a pat on the back, really, for making it this far, because I know sometimes we don't get that acknowledgement. We don't get that recognition from others, and sometimes we have to give that to ourselves. So just acknowledge yourself and give yourself that recognition. Only 1% of people or something make it into college. Only a fraction of that actually go to law school. So you've really made it to a point in life that most people never even dreamed of. And I just want to acknowledge you for doing that. And I want to give you my top 5 tips for bar exam week. You know, I went through bar exam week, and although I felt pretty prepared going in, it was not necessarily an easy week, but I still made it through. So I want to share kind of 5 things that I learned that helped me really make it through that journey. So to help you on your journey. You know, during my bar exam prep, about a couple days before the bar exam, when I was preparing for the essays, I felt relatively prepared. Nobody feels completely prepared, I think, going into the bar exam, but I felt pretty prepared. When I was doing my essays, I would end up spending about an hour on my essays, and I was really spotting most of the issues, using most of the facts, and I really felt good going in. If there were times during my essays where I would complete an essay before the hour finished, like in 30 or 40 minutes, usually that meant I'd missed some significant issue. So I kind of knew that going into my bar exam, and I remember on day 1, the first 3 essays, 2 of them I finished in like 35 minutes. And that was a big red flag for me because I knew that I had missed something. I knew that there was something wrong. But what did I do? I did what I recommend as my first tip, and I kept calm. I kept calm. I didn't freak out. I didn't say, oh no, I'm going to fail. Oh, what happens if I don't get this? I just kept calm. I trusted in my preparation, and I just kind of figured out the problem. I just, used some facts, made up some rules, and just kind of went with it. And that's something I think that's really important to remember, is to just keep calm on bar exam day. Don't freak out if something comes in and riles you up. It's very much a mindset game. It's not just tactics. It's very much a mindset. And the bar exam takers will do that sometimes. So go ahead and just, if that happens, just take a deep breath in, trust in your preparation, and remember to keep calm, because if you don't know it, nobody knows it. All right? So if you don't know it, nobody knows it. So just keep calm, relax, take a deep breath if something like that happens, okay? And just keep moving forward. The second tip that I really recommend for bar exam week is to not mess with this, the timing on your essays. Really make sure you spend, oh my God, my mic's right here. I hope this picked up. Really make sure you spend about an hour on each essay. I was pretty good in my prep. I was very disciplined in spending only an hour on my essays. But even during the bar exam, it's a little bit different because now you have 3 essays stacked, and it's very tempting sometimes to go beyond an hour for the essay. But I can't tell you how many people do that. They'll do like an hour 10 and then an hour 5 for this next essay. And then they get in the third essay, they've got like 40, 45 minutes, and they end up doing really poorly, ended up failing because of that. So really keep that strict time schedule of an hour. And if for whatever reason, and this happened to me too, on my first essay, I didn't finish in an hour. So I went an hour 5 minutes. If you want to do that, that's fine, but don't really go past that. But what you can do is go to the second essay, do the second essay, and then come back after you do the second and third essay, come back to the first one and finish up what it is that you wanted to do. But don't break that rule, because I had a friend who I told him this, and he broke the rule anyway. He ended up having 30 minutes on his final essay, and he failed it miserably. You're only going to get a couple more points by spending that extra minute on that first essay. You only get a couple more points because it's kind of like a bell curve, right? You're going to get graded on a bell curve. But if you spend the time on that last essay or that second essay, you can get maybe 15, 20, 30 points. So don't mess with the timing. Really stay focused on the timing for your essays, okay? Third one, Don't talk about the bar exam with other people. I know you've heard this one before. There always will be someone in a group of people, maybe you're one of them, I don't know, who will go around to others and talk about the bar exam afterwards. They'll say, oh, did you get this issue, or did you spot this, or did you do this? At best, all I think that's going to do is stress you out, and at worst, all I think it's going to do is freak you out. So I've never really seen someone who's benefited by talking about it. Usually someone will be talking about an issue like, oh, did you get the latches issue? And you'll think, oh, was there latches? I didn't get it. Am I going to fail? You know, all it does is create a little mental anxiety and worry. So I would just say after you complete it, just get away from everyone else who, if someone's talking about it and you hear that, just go the opposite direction. Don't focus on that. Don't talk about it. Keep yourself, again, mentally focused on where it is you want to go, not in the past. You don't want to be focused on the past during the bar exam, okay? Number 4 is to manage your body. Keep your body warmed up. Keep your body energized. Make sure you're eating right. Don't eat like a heavy lunch. Don't eat like a burger and fries for lunch, because you end up, it has an impact on your body. You can end up falling asleep or getting very drowsy during the afternoon portions. And like during a long PT or an MBE portion, you know, you kind of want to be a little more sharp. You don't want to be fighting against your body to stay alert. Make sure you have a healthy breakfast. Don't just go in there drinking coffee and eating a bagel. That's going to cause increased anxiety and you're not going to be able to focus. Another thing I like to do on the morning of the bar exams, for the essay morning, what I would do is I would actually read an essay and I do a brief outline, like about 15 minutes, just to warm my brain up. I wouldn't look at the answer. I wouldn't try to see if I get it right or wrong, but just to kind of get in the game, get myself warmed up mentally for that day. On an MBE day, I spend about 15 minutes, do about 5 to 10 MBE questions, just going through. Again, I wouldn't look at the answer, but I would just kind of warm myself up, get myself in the zone, in the frame of mind for that day. So really take care of your mind and your body and get that warmed up on bar exam day. And then last but not least is do not retreat, do not surrender, do not give up, no matter what. Go through and finish it. Again, my bar exam was not a pretty bar exam. I felt relatively prepared going in, but I told you my first day I had 2 essays, which I finished very early. My last day I had an essay on con law takings. For those of you who heard my story, I had no idea what con law takings was. I completely made up the entire essay, ended up still passing. On my MBE day, there was a period of about 40 minutes where I completely blanked when I was going through the MBE questions. I just zoned out. I didn't understand what I was reading. I had no idea. I literally was just kind of filling in blanks like, I think this is the answer. I don't really know. For about 40 minutes, I just kind of zoned out. But I just kept going. You know, no one has a perfect bar exam. It doesn't look pretty by any means, but all you got to do is hit that minimum competency. Remember that you know, if you get a D, you pass the bar exam. So all you got to do is get a D. So no matter what, don't get down on yourself. Don't give up. Don't surrender. Don't quit. Okay? You can do this. I believe in you. Trust in your preparation. It's going to happen, and just keep moving forward, and you got this, all right? And when in doubt, always remember that your name appears on the pass list. Go get them this week.